Okay, good morning everybody and welcome to our Wednesday assembly. So I'm going to introduce the theme for our PSHE work this half term, and the theme this half term is called Healthy Me. So we're going to spend the assembly thinking about ways in which we can be healthy individuals. So you might be thinking, well, why have I got a picture of a car on the screen? And it's because I want us to think about what a car needs in order to be able to work properly. So a car needs petrol or diesel in its tank. It needs fuel to make it work. It also needs to be taken out regularly, a bit like we need exercise. The car needs to be taken for a run so that the engine works properly and the battery doesn't go flat. So you can see that our bodies are a little bit like cars. We need fuel and we need exercise. Okay, so I've got little girl doing skipping outside. She's doing something that is part of being a healthy person. Then we've got some children jumping on a trampoline. So a different kind of exercise or physical activity. It's got them out in the fresh air. They're enjoying themselves and it's part of keeping them healthy. Then we've got a little girl riding on her trike. Again, she's outside. She's doing some sort of physical activity. She's not just sitting still. So it's part of being healthy. And then we've got a little boy who is in a running race, and he has probably had to do some practicing, some training for this, and he's probably become fitter as a result. So he is being healthy. And we've got a little boy here who is playing a game on screen. And this is something that lots of you might enjoy, but it doesn't really involve a lot of physical activity. We're usually sitting down if we're playing a game and staring at a screen. And both of those things can not be so good for us if we do them too often. So having a think about more often and less often, I collected some pictures together to sort into this table. So let's see what we've got first. Right, some salad things, we've got some lettuce and some tomatoes. So that's all part of having a good balanced diet, eating a really good range of different kinds of fruit, and vegetables are an important part of that. Then we've got a little girl doing some physical activity. She's out playing, running around in the garden or in the park. And then over on our less often side, we've got some fizzy drinks. And they're under the title less often because I'm not going to say never have a fizzy drink. Some of you might never have a fizzy drink. Some of you might. But less often just means sometimes, okay? And not all of the time. We've got a cricket bat and a cricket ball, and I put those into the more often side because playing games and sports that we enjoy is a really good part of being healthy. And then we've got a banana. Another part of our balanced diet is to eat plenty of fruit. And then we've got a glass of milk. So again, another thing that we can do to help us grow and develop from children into adults is drink milk, drink water. Okay, and they go on the more often side. So the last thing I've got to do, which is going to hide a little bit behind me, but you can still see it, a nice big bar of chocolate. I'm sure if you're like me, you enjoy chocolate, but sometimes, not all of the time. Okay, so I have got a little quiz for you, and obviously I can't take your replies because this isn't a live assembly, but I hope you'll be able to choose what you think is the right answer for each question. So the first question says, how many days a week should you try to do physical activity? And we could choose between 1 day a week, 5 days a week, 7 days a week, or 3 days a week. So what do we think? I hope lots of you said C, 7 days a week. There are 7 days in a week, and every day we should try and do some kind of physical activity, going for a walk or going for a cycle or just getting up and moving like we've been doing in some of Mrs. Milner's assemblies on a Friday afternoon. Okay, so the second question says, what kind of exercise should you do? A is swimming, B, running, C, football, D, any as long as it's exercise. I think you can probably work out which is the right answer there. D, any, as long as it's exercise. We all enjoy different things, so finding something that you enjoy, then you're more likely to do it more often. Okay, next question. What type of activities should you do? A is watching TV. B, lying on your bed. C, playing on the computer. D, anything that gets the whole body moving. I think you know where I'm coming from here. The answer is D, anything that gets the whole body moving. Okay, and then the final question is, how should you feel after exercising? So A is absolutely exhausted and unable to stand. B is fine. Yeah, bring on some more. I could do loads more. C, a bit out of breath, but able to recover. And D, like I've eaten a huge meal and several bars of chocolate. Okay, can you work out which is the correct answer? Yes, it's C, a bit out of breath, but able to recover. Because you don't want to be so exhausted that you can't move. Then you're likely to have damaged some muscles, or you could just completely tire yourself out. But also, we shouldn't feel really relaxed and chilled out, because exercise should get your heart pumping and your body moving. So to finish off with, here are some different types of exercise. You can see 4 different kinds on the screen. We've got some people running, some people cycling, some people skipping together, and just behind where you can see me, there is somebody who is doing some open water swimming. All good forms of exercise, but there might be many, many others that you can find to really enjoy. The important thing is that you're exercising regularly. It could be just going out for a walk with your family, or it could be a particular type of sport. So that's what we're going to be thinking about in our PSHE this half term. And I want everybody to be able to say, yes, I am healthy. I'm doing healthy things. And I look forward to hearing about some of the things that you've been up to and some of the things that you've been learning in your PSHE lessons this half term. So it's goodbye from me, and I will see all of you very, very soon. Be healthy, be safe, and take care.